Kate Middleton was once again at the center of worldwide attention, but this time the reason was not a royal scandal, political development, or a major state event. Instead, all eyes were on something far more subtle yet unexpectedly powerful: her brand new blonde hair. In a city as busy and fast-moving as London, it often takes something remarkable to capture the attention of both the public and the media, and this simple but striking transformation managed to do exactly that. It was the morning of November 27 when the Princess of Wales stepped out for an official engagement at the Anna Freud Centre, a renowned children's mental health charity that holds a special place in her heart. The air carried a crisp winter chill, the kind that Londoners are all too familiar with, but the atmosphere around the charity building felt unusually warm. Cameramen, reporters, and curious onlookers had already gathered long before her arrival. Even the staff inside the center could feel a sense of anticipation building up, knowing that the princess's schedule rarely allows for anything ordinary. Whenever she visits, she brings not just attention, but a renewed sense of purpose and spotlight to the cause she is championing. When the royal motorcade turned the corner, the dark vehicles moved with the smooth precision the world has come to expect from royal security operations. The lead car stationed itself near the entrance, followed closely by the vehicle carrying the princess. For a moment, everything seemed to pause. The photographers tightened their grip on their cameras, members of the press leaned forward, and royal watchers held their breath. Then the car door opened, and Kate gracefully stepped out into the light. Her hair, noticeably lighter than it had been earlier in the month, immediately caught every eye. Soft, golden highlights framed her face and shimmered under the grey London sky in a way that felt both glamorous and understated. It was not an overdone transformation, but rather a refresh, an evolution in her style that subtly brightened her appearance and lent a youthful glow to her already elegant demeanor. As she walked toward the entrance, each movement carried the combination of poise and relatability that has defined her public persona for years. She wore a blue houndstooth dress, the type of outfit that perfectly aligned with both her royal duties and her personal sense of style. It featured a structured belt that gently accentuated her waist, and a collar with delicate embellishments that added just enough detail without overshadowing the overall simplicity. In her right hand she carried a small brown handbag, practical in size, sophisticated in design. Her silver heels glimmered faintly against the pavement, adding a polished finish to her ensemble. Her smile was warm and genuine, the kind that softened the environment around her. As she approached the building, she exchanged greetings with the welcoming staff waiting outside. Her interactions were brief but sincere, with each gesture, whether it was a nod, a raised hand, or a few shared words, reflecting the humility she carries even while representing one of the most scrutinized families in the world. Once inside the center, the shift in energy was immediate. Children's voices echoed through the corridors, creating an atmosphere filled with laughter, curiosity, and innocence. The princess took a moment to absorb it all. One thing that sets her apart from many other public figures is her ability to truly be present wherever she is. When she interacts with children, she does so not as a distant royal figure but as someone who genuinely cares about their experience, their emotions, and their development. In one of the activity rooms, a group of children were engaged in various playful tasks. Some were drawing colorful pictures, others were sorting blocks, and a few were simply talking among themselves with the unfiltered honesty children are known for. As Kate entered the room, eyes slowly lifted toward her. For a second, the children paused, taking in the presence of a real-life princess, someone they had likely only seen in newspapers or on screens. But Kate immediately knelt down beside one of the small tables where a child was arranging toys. Her move erased the formality from the moment. She wasn't towering above them, she was right there on their level, making eye contact, smiling, and asking thoughtful questions about their activities. She listened closely to their responses, encouraging them to express themselves. Her interactions weren't hurried or mechanical, she moved with a sense of calm attentiveness, giving each child the space to shine. Staff members watched as her natural warmth filled the room, and many exchanged quiet glances acknowledging how impactful these visits truly are, not only for awareness but for the emotional well-being of the children themselves. After spending time with the kids, Kate was invited into another room where staff members had prepared tea. She sat with them in a relaxed setting, engaging in genuine conversations about their ongoing challenges and achievements. She asked questions about their work, their training, the kind of support families need, and how the charity has been evolving. Her presence didn't feel like a formal inspection, it felt more like a collaborative discussion between equals, united by a shared goal: improving the early emotional and social development of children. This visit also carried a deeper purpose. It was part of a new initiative between the Anna Freud Center and the Royal Foundation Center for Early Childhood, an organization she oversees and advocates for passionately. The initiative focuses on equipping health visitors with better tools, enhanced training, and updated resources that will allow them to support families with young children more effectively. Early childhood development has been at the core of Kate's public work for years. She believes, informed by research, expert consultations, and personal conviction, that the first 5 years of a child's life lay the foundation for their mental and emotional health for decades to come. During the visit, she was shown a new training curriculum designed to help health professionals understand and respond to children's emotional needs more competently. She also previewed a newly developed animated video and a teacher's toolkit aimed at helping educators and caregivers address early developmental challenges in ways that are accessible, friendly, and easy to implement in real environments. While the purpose of Kate's visit was deeply meaningful, the world continued to discuss something else entirely: her new blonde look. The transformation had become a topic of fascination since the moment she first appeared with lighter hair earlier in the month, and it was only amplified during this latest outing. According to the Daily Mail, she had explained the reason behind the change during a backstage conversation with actress Sue Pard at the Royal Variety performance in London on November 19. She mentioned, with a playful simplicity, "It used to be brown, but it's gone light in the sunshine." The remark was charmingly casual, almost humorous, suggesting that the blonde tones were not the result of a dramatic makeover but rather a natural evolution. But to fashion analysts, royal commentators, and everyday fans alike, the shift carried layers of meaning. Some speculated it symbolized a new chapter in her life, a subtle reinvention as she continues taking on more responsibilities within the monarchy. Others viewed it as a refreshing seasonal adjustment, perfectly suited to the softer winter light. Many simply admired the look for its beauty, an effortless enhancement that added a gentle glow to her appearance. But the fascination with her hair wasn't merely about aesthetics. Kate has long been recognized as a trendsetter, someone whose style choices often create waves in the fashion world. Whether it's a coat she wears to a charity event or a pair of earrings she chooses for a state dinner, items tend to sell out quickly after she is photographed in them. Her influence on fashion is undeniable, but her approach to it remains grounded. She seldom appears to be trying too hard. Instead, she chooses pieces that feel refined, practical, and deeply aligned with her personality. Her blonde transformation, therefore, sparked discussions far beyond simple admiration. Style experts analyzed the tone, the technique, the cut. Social media was flooded with side-by-side comparisons showcasing her various looks over the years. People debated whether the new shade made her look younger, whether it softened her features, or whether it carried any symbolic meaning. Yet through all this, the princess herself remained characteristically modest. She allowed the world to talk, but she stayed focused on her mission, her work, and the purpose of her presence at the Anna Freud Center.